Hi, everybody. I want to spend just a couple minutes talking about our workshopping experience and our experience in class so far. First thing I want to say is you guys are doing amazing. You are clearly dedicated as writers and as students. You're definitely on the path for success and you're doing everything you can to get there. The first step to writing is believing that you can do this. And I know that's easier said than done. It takes time. We have to carve out time. Writing actually takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of work, and you guys are doing it. You are creating wonderful characters, detailed scenes, on top of doing all of the coursework and all the other work that you have in your other classes. We've got a lot of stuff going on outside of this classroom. You guys are doing amazing, and I appreciate the work and the dedication you guys are having to this class. So keep up the awesome work. You guys are doing amazing. The next thing I want to touch base on, particularly with workshopping activities, is this old friend of ours, procrastination. As a student, as a writer, as a teacher, I definitely am familiar with procrastination. And it's very, very tempting to compartmentalize our work and all right, I'm going to do work for creative writing on Thursday because that's when the discussion boards are due, and I'm going to do all my other work from my other classes Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever schedule works for you. It's just an example. But the challenge is when we wait until Thursday to actually even access the class, it's very easy for us to get overwhelmed. Workshopping is a good example of that. Typically in a discussion forum week, we got a story to read and then we need to reflect on it and answer a couple questions. And if we wait until Thursday, it's not super ideal for our communications, conversation aspect of the discussion board, but you guys can definitely create good quality posts on a Thursday. But when we have something a little bit more involved, like workshopping, where you have to read two stories or two character sketches, and then you have to, review and analyze and give in-depth, actionable feedback, it can take a little bit longer than anticipated. And when we procrastinate until Thursday to even open the class, we can open up that assignment and then be a little bit overwhelmed. And that can lead to not stellar quality feedback that our peers are expecting. And that's true for any assignment that we do. I get procrastination. I procrastinate myself as a student, as a teacher, as a person. Um, Procrastination can get the best of us all, and I definitely understand, but we want to use procrastination as a motivator, not as a means to get overwhelmed and do less than quality work that we, hold ourselves to that high standard for. So I encourage all of us to hop into class Monday or Tuesday, take a look at the assignments, review these announcements, the videos, the supplemental material. You guys are taking this class for a reason, and let's do what we can to stay on the path for success. I know that life gets in the way, and if you at least check in on Monday, you can take a look at what your week's work is going to be like. And if something happens, reach out to me, sooner rather than later, so that we can get a plan of action to keep you on the path for success. So, procrastination is a part of a writer's life, but let's use it as a motivator and let's check in with class earlier and see about the assignments that are going to take a little bit more time, and keep us on that path for success. Most of us are doing great time wise, but I just want to serve a reminder, throw it out there that let's work on our coursework throughout the week as we're able to, so that we don't get overwhelmed on Thursday or Sunday. And as always, if you have any questions or something comes up, feel free to connect with me as soon as possible. Text, chat, email, whatever you need to connect with me. I'm here for you every step of the way. The next thing I want to touch base on for this past week is our characters. We've been working with our character sketches quite a lot. You guys are doing amazing. I love the characters and the complexities that I'm seeing out there. You guys are doing awesome. Clearly getting to know these guys. And I just want to throw it out there that you can get to know these guys even better. Okay? These characters that we are creating are the life of the story that we are writing. And if we don't know everything that there is to know about the character, our stories are going to be flat. Our characters aren't going to feel multidimensional. And you've watched these videos before, you know that I'm a big advocate of that question, how do they take their coffee? And that's important. Even if your character never drinks coffee, you need to know how they would take their coffee, or how would they drink their wine, or maybe they only drink pop instead of soda. You need to know everything there is to know about our characters, even if those details never come up in the story. And the reason for that is as we write a story, plot lines shift, new characters pop in, we need to be able to be on our feet, to think on our feet as a writer. And when our character is in a given situation, we need to know how they're going to feel, how they're going to react. For example, if I was a character, you put me in a very crowded mall around the holiday season, I could be one of those people that are absolutely enamored with the holidays. Yay, Christmas. And I totally am. But I also could be a character that absolutely despises shopping. And so when you're being jostled around, blood pressure goes up, start feeling sticky and anxious, and start glaring at everybody that comes around you. I'm definitely that person in real life too. Um, but, so you're looking at your character, they love Christmas, but underneath that are the details that maybe don't show right away, that anxiety about shopping. Always have a cup of coffee in their hand and they spill it and it just amplifies the entire scene. We need to know how our characters feel and react and engage in the world. And you guys are doing great. The details in your character sketches were awesome, but you can always get to know your character more. As the story grows and evolves, so does your character. So always revisit them, have another conversation with them. And does writing make us sound crazy or what? It definitely does. Get to know them. It's not just a one and done deal. These characters evolve. So revisit. Maybe they don't, after that terrible experience shopping for Christmas stuff, your character no longer drinks coffee because she scalded herself with it. And now all she drinks is ice water and tea. That's a ridiculous example, but you see what I mean? As our stories develop, so too do our characters. So it's not a one and done thing. Your characters evolve. Keep getting to know them. And some of us with our character sketches had more of an idea of a character rather than specifics, and that's definitely okay. Good characters start with good ideas, but put in the time. If I could speak, I could teach. Um, Put in the time to really get to know these. I know I'm saying it over and over. That's how important it is. Take the time to get to know them so you can take the time to bring them to life. If we don't know our characters, we have no business telling their story. So, ad nauseum, ask your character questions, keep getting to know them, put them in strange situations, let your characters grow. Just make sure you keep tabs on how they're developing. I can keep saying it over and over, but you guys will stop listening. So keep working on your character sketches. It's an ongoing thing. By and large, we did awesome with that. Another thing I want to touch base on is workshopping is a collaborative experience. We want to approach it by providing the type of feedback that we ourselves would like to get. So while we all want to hear, yeah, this is totally awesome, that's not very supportive or engaging, is it? So we want to provide the feedback that we would like to get. We got to have that summary of our reactions and our questions, and we also need to have line by line commentary in the story or the character sketch. What I mean by line commentary is you absolutely do not have to leave a comment on every line. Shoot for 3 or 4 comments per page is typically a great goal, and provide actionable suggestions for improvement. We all love hearing how great our writing is, but it's not a collaborative experience. There's no give or take or sharing if all we do is say this is awesome. So remember to review peers who don't have a peer review assigned to them already. Choose somebody that maybe hasn't been picked, or maybe the one that only has one. Let's make sure that all of us are getting the high quality feedback that we are expecting, and the high quality feedback that's going to benefit both our peers as writers and ourselves as writers. Remember, when you're reviewing something, you're observing what works well and maybe what doesn't work well, and you can apply those to your own writing. So, by and large, the workshopping was a great experience, but just keep it in the back of your head that we want it to be a collaborative experience. Provide the feedback that you would like to receive, and you'll be golden. It's a great, great learning experience, both as a writer and as a reader. You guys did great. Keep doing great. I know there's a lot of work in this class, and maybe we got into this class expecting it to just be, yay, I get to write a story. And you are, yay, you're going to get to write a story. But writing is more than just sitting down pen to paper, right? We have to think, have to get to know our characters, have to observe the world around us. We're going to start working on dialogue and subtext, and that can be challenging for all of us. But you guys are taking this class for a reason, and you are doing great. Writing is big, scary, it's necessary, it's a part of who we are. It's wonderful, but it's a lot of work. It's not for the faint of heart, right? But I want to remind you that you are doing amazing, and you definitely got this both as a student and as a writer. You're doing great. If you have any questions at all, You know how to reach out to me. We can chat, text, you can give me a phone call. We can take this conversation to the discussion forums. We can do a Zoom, whatever you need for me to be able to support you. Like I said, these concerns aren't so much concerns. It's just, talking points to remind everybody. Um, let's not let procrastination, get the best of us. Keep getting to know your characters and the world you're building. And writing is very much a collaborative experience. So reach out, connect. Let's keep this conversation going. You guys got this.